Today's lesson is going to be over compound interest. Now, yesterday we learned, I told you, simple interest, simple equation, and I forgot to tell you the third part. You simply solve for the interest. Simple interest, simple equation, simply solve for the interest. Does that make sense? Today you have a compound interest, compound equation, and it gives you a compound answer. So we'll write that down on the board in a minute, okay? So, compound interest, your equation is going to be a capital A equals capital P, and that capital A is there for a reason. Make sure it is a capital A. Open parentheses, 1 plus R to the T, all right? So here we go. A is your total account balance. It's the total account balance. It is the total of the money in the account. So last night when you had simple interest, you had to solve for your interest and add it back to the principal, correct? This time when you get your answer, it's the entire account. Like it's the entire account balance, all of it. Okay, are y'all with me? Okay, so it's already your interest and your principal together. Your P is your principal or your initial or starting amount. So I'm just going to go with the initial or starting amount. Are y'all okay with that?
Yes.
Your R is still your rate as a decimal. And T is time in years. Okay? It's still years, okay? T is still years. Now, today's important note is this. The amount of interest, okay, plus your principal, I think we should have wrote this different, is your total account balance. Which equals an A, which is your capital A. So if they ask you what is the interest, you have to take your principal and your total and subtract that principal out of it, okay? Just kind of like the notes yesterday. But you just have to know that the capital A means it's your total account balance. It's everything in there. It's your interest, it's your principal. When you solve, you have the exact total of what you're going to pay back on the loan. The total amount of interest you're going to get in your savings account. Does that make sense? All right. Here we go. Number one. We have $210 at 8% for 7 years. Okay, our variables are A, P, R, and T. What does this 210 represent? Our starting amount, P, 210. What is the R? Oh, well, correct. 8%, which is also 0.08. That is correct. And what is T, time? 7 years. So I am trying to figure out my account balance, right? A equals capital P, 1 plus R to the T. Now, I'm going to show you how to put this in your calculator so you do all of it together. So A equals 210, 1 plus 0.08, and T is to the 7th. Okay, are y'all ready? Everybody get out your calculators. All right. So let me move this over so you can see my entire calculator here. All right, I'm going to type it in identical to the way that we see it here. 210, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.08, close parentheses. Now the only difference is to get the 7th power, you have to use this caret sign, which is under the clear. This is to the, and that says 7th power. To the 7th power. So you can actually fill in your equation, type it in, hit enter, and you're done. Okay? So our answer is $359.90. Are you good with that? Okay. So let's do the next one. $20,600 at 7.5% for 2 years. All right, A, P, R, T. Okay. So the A, we don't know. What's our P? 20,600. What's our R?
0.075.
7.5%. You drop your percent sign, move 2 places to the left. Whoopsie. Let me get my white out. Bless you. Okay. So it's 0.075. And then what's my time?
2 years.
2 years. So A equals, and remember we need to write the equation every time, okay? A equals 20,600, 1 plus 0.075 to the second power. All right, so we're gonna put this in our calculator. 20,600, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.075, close parentheses. Now, since this is squared, you can use this button right here because it just says to the second power. Okay. Does it make sense that my answer is $23,805.88? Yes, because we started out at $20,600, and for 2 years, we were accruing 7.5%, so we're gaining money, right? So it has to be larger. So A equals $23,805.88. All right. Joey deposited $300 into an account. Compounded annually. Now, this is more like a question that you're going to see on the STAR test or your homework, where it actually tells you right here, compounded annually, okay? That means you're going to use which equation? A equals P1 plus R to the T, okay? Because you will have to start distinguishing between them. But your questions will say simple interest of or compounded annually. And compound means compound interest, okay? All right, so Joey deposited $300 into account, compounded annually for 5 years at an interest rate of 3.5%. What is the amount of interest earned in his account? What is the total balance of his account after 5 years? Okay, so we have 2 questions, right? So we need to know the total and we need to know the interest. So I'm going to put need to know. Okay, that's what it's telling me. That's what it wants. So we have A equals P, R, and T. Okay, we don't know what the A is yet. Do we know our principal? 300. What's our R?
0.35.
Okay, 3.5% or 0.035. And what is our time?
5 years.
Excuse me. Okay. And one more. Okay, excuse me. Okay, here we go. All right. So A equals
300.
open parentheses 1 plus 0.035 to the 5th. Excuse me again. Okay. A equals. I'm going to clear this out so we have a clear screen. 300. 1 plus 0.035, close parentheses, to the 5th. And did y'all get $356.31? Okay. So $356.31. Now, that answered this question, right? Total is done. How do I find the interest?
Oh, you do.
If I have the total account balance, how am I going to find just the interest? I have the total account balance, y'all. I have this. I have the A.
Oh, subtracted by the principal.
Subtract the principal out. Okay. So you have interest plus principal equals the A. We don't know what I is. We know the principal was 300, correct? And we know the total account balance was 356.31. So we're subtracting out the 300. I know it's hard to see, but your I is $56.31. Okay? So we answered both questions. We answered the principal and we answered the what's the total account balance. Just make sure you know when you're doing compound interest, your answer already has the interest and the principal added together. Okay? All right. Thank you.